Let's see. What makes objectivism different from libertarian moral agnosticism, who eternally say both sides are equally bad in hopes the left targets them last? I don't hope the left targets me last. I mean, the left and the right are both targeting me. It's not about strategically avoiding being targeted for objectivists. And objectivists are not moral agnostics. Objectivists call evil when they see it, wherever they see it. The difference is we're not agnostic. We have a position. The left today is evil. The right today is evil. That's a strong, committed, moral position, not agnostic. It's not, life is not a series of choices between two things. That's bizarre. There's not just vanilla and chocolate. There isn't. And sometimes that's the only choice. You walk another couple of blocks until you find strawberry or coconut or something else. So, no, I don't accept the idea that I'm criticizing Republicans so that the left will leave me alone. And I don't accept the idea that you have to choose between left and right, otherwise you're morally agnostic. On the contrary, you're a moral compromiser, a moral sellout, if you don't call it the way you see it, if you don't call evil wherever you see evil. So I know, and I've pointed this out many, many times, that people can only think in twos. You got this option or that option, that's it. No, I've got a third option, fourth option. I could not vote, I could vote libertarian, I could move to a different country. I can do a lot of things with my life. I don't have to choose between Democrats and Republicans if I think they both suck. And just to remind you that Ayn Rand didn't vote for Ronald Reagan. And she didn't vote for Jimmy Carter either. She abstained. Because she thought they were both morally bad. And it wasn't because she was afraid of the left. She had fought the left her entire life. But she thought Ronald Reagan would be an abomination, would destroy the Republican Party, destroy whatever good was in the Republican Party.
And to begin with, I wonder if I can ask you to capsulize, I know this is difficult, can I ask you to capsulize your philosophy? What is Randism?
First of all, I do not call it Randism, and I don't like that name. I call it Objectivism.
All right.
Meaning a philosophy based on objective reality. Now let me explain it as briefly as I can. First, my philosophy is based on the concept that reality exists as an objective absolute, that man's mind, reason, is his means of perceiving it, and that man needs a rational morality. I am primarily the creator of a new code of morality which has so far been believed impossible, namely a morality not based on faith.
On faith?
Not on faith, not on arbitrary whim, not on emotion, not on arbitrary edict, mystical or social, but on reason, a morality which can be proved by means of logic, which can be demonstrated to be true and necessary.
All right, all right.
Now, may I define what my morality is?
All right.
Because this is merely an introduction. My morality is based on man's life as a standard of value. And since man's mind is his basic means of survival, I hold that if man wants to live on earth and to live as a human being, he has to hold reason as an absolute, by which I mean that he has to hold reason as his only guide to action, and that he must live by the independent judgment of his own mind, that his highest moral purpose is the achievement of his own happiness, and that he must not force other people, nor accept their right to force him, that each man must live as an end in himself and follow his own rational self-interest.
May I?
All right, before we go on, reminder, please like the show. We've got 163 live listeners right now, 30 likes. That should be at least 100. I figure at least 100 of you actually like the show. Maybe there are like 60 of the Matthews out there who hate it, but at least the people who are liking it, you know, I want to see a thumbs up. There you go. Start liking it. I want to see that go to 100. All it takes is a click of a thing, whether you're looking at this, and you know, the likes matter. It's not an issue of my ego. It's an issue of the algorithm. The more you like something, the more the algorithm likes it. So, you know, and if you don't like the show, give it a thumbs down. Let's see your actual views being reflected in the likes. But if you like it, don't just sit there. Help get the show promoted. Of course, you should also share, and you can support the show at JeronBrooksShow.com/support, or on Patreon or Subscribestar or Locals. And show your support for the work, for the value, hopefully, you're receiving from this. And of course, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, even if you just come here to troll, or even if you're here like Matthew to defend Marx, then you should subscribe, because that way you'll know when to show up. You'll know what shows are on, when they're on. You'll get notified, right? So, yes, like, share, subscribe, support. Like, share, subscribe, support. There you go. Easy. Do one or all of those, please.